Hey everybody, Mason Marsh here. I'm here to talk to you today about camera straps. And if you're still using the camera strap that came with your camera, please do us all a big favor and detach it immediately from your camera. Put it back in the box that it came in and forget about it, because there are so many better ways to attach your camera to your body. And I'm here to talk about a couple of my favorites. I'm not going to do an exhaustive comparison of all camera straps that are out there because everybody has their personal preferences, and here are mine. There are really only two companies right now that I really like when it comes to camera straps, and the one that I've been using for the last year or more now is Peak Designs, and here's their website. Peak Design is a fabulous company out of San Francisco. They're the ones who make the Everyday Messenger bag, which is a wonderful shoulder bag, probably the best shoulder bag for cameras out there. I would say, without a doubt, the best shoulder bag for cameras. But they didn't get a start in bags. They actually started in straps, and their strap line is pretty cool. And I've been using their slide strap, which is a very simple. And for me, when it comes to straps, more simple it is, the better, right? You don't want lots of things that are going to fail on you. You don't want lots of things clattering around, making a bunch of noise or just being silly. And so this is a very simple strap. This is their Slide Lite, which is the smaller version, which I think is actually big enough for just about anything. They make a larger version, but I don't know why you'd need it. It is about 1.5 inch wide piece of webbing. It's got these cool sliding buckles which lock, very simply lock. There's no fancy extravagance here. It's just works, right? And then they have these cool attachment points here, and you can see there's no strings hanging off this. There's no funny buckles. This is just a attachment point that accepts these anchors. Now, the Peak Design system is based around these anchor points, which are loops of Kevlar cord with a little plastic puck at the end. And you can attach them to different places on your camera gear, whether it be your big lenses, your SLRs, mirrorless bodies, whatever. They'll fit just about anywhere. And then when you're ready to put that on the strap, because you don't usually, for me, I don't often have my camera on a strap. Usually it's on a tripod. And when my camera's on a tripod, I don't want a strap banging around getting in the way. And so I take it off. And so in this case, it's really easy. These little anchor points fit inside the buckles, and they just slide right in, and there's a metal spring that holds them. And it's a very positive click. You definitely know it's in there. And it doesn't come out until you push real hard on it and slide it out with your thumb. And so it's a very slick, simple, elegant system that I really like. When you attach these two ends to your camera, you've got a sling that you can wear as a neck strap. You can wear it as a sling, and the camera is very secure on this strap. Rides very nicely over the shoulder. The strap even has a cool grippy surface on one side, so if you don't want the strap to slide around, you flip it over and put this on your shoulder, and it will stay put pretty well. And again, I've been using these straps for over a year now, and I really, really like them. I have absolutely no complaints. But that doesn't mean I'm not interested in what else is out there. And one of the other companies that I know and trust and I've been using for years is a fabulous company called Really Right Stuff. And Really Right Stuff is a company that makes the best tripods, the best ball heads, and the best L brackets and plates. And on both of my cameras, my Sony a6300 and my Sony a7R Mark II, I have Really Right Stuff L brackets. And in the past, if you have an L bracket on your camera and you wanted to use a strap like a Black Rapid strap or some sort of sling strap, you had to figure out a way to attach it to your L bracket so that it could be taken off pretty easily, because the attachment point would be in the way when it came time to put the bracket into a tripod clamp or into a ball head clamp. But there have been all kinds of solutions. Really Right Stuff makes a clamp that clips on to the L brackets that you attach the sling to, that sort of thing. All of those required this extra piece, and that extra piece is a point of vulnerability in the system. It has a lever or a knob that attaches that clamp to your L bracket, and that always worried me a bit. I always want something a little bit more secure than a simple knob or clamp, especially if it's going to be banging around on my body where it could get loosened or flipped open and send my camera crashing down. Really Right Stuff has come up with a solution to this in their latest set of L brackets. So if you've got an L bracket or you need an L bracket for a camera that's come out in the last couple of months, you now have another option when it comes to straps, and it's called the Quick Detach system. And if you go to the Really Right Stuff website, you don't see it on the front page. They're not quite touting it yet. We'll call it a soft release. It's sort of a secret feature of the new Really Right Stuff L brackets. I think one of the reasons why they're not touting it is people who have L brackets already on their older cameras, they can't really use this system yet. So Really Right Stuff is working on a set of clamps that will adapt existing L brackets to this system, and I expect those clamps to be out pretty soon. But I don't know anybody at Really Right Stuff, so I don't know. I don't have any secret information. All I get is from what I've read online. But this is pretty cool. This is my Sony a6300, and I ordered this new L bracket last week. Got it from Really Right Stuff. Just, as always with them, ordering is simple. The product arrives in a couple of days. The products are always top-notch from Really Right Stuff. Really, really, really amazing stuff. But I noticed on the website when I went on there to look at the L bracket that they had a strap option. And the strap is a pretty wild-looking sling. Here it is, called the Magpul Gen 2 MS4 Dual QD Sling. What a mess of a title that is. But what it means is the company that makes the strap is called Magpul. And so I went online and looked up Magpul, and they make weapons attachment systems and all kinds of stuff for military and law enforcement and people who want to have big guns. The attachment system that the military developed for their rifles is a simple single point of attachment called a Quick Detach or QD. And it's just a little post with some ball bearings on it and a push button. And it's a little metal attachment on a swivel, on a sling swivel. And these clip into holes on the rifle or whatever kind of weapon they want to carry. And then they can carry this big sling. And it's a pretty cool solution. So Magpul makes these straps. Really Right Stuff is going to be selling them very soon. Here it is on their site. In fact, it says it's in stock now. So you can get let's see if it's in stock. If I click on the black, yep, says it's in stock. So all these colors are now, Ranger Green is out of stock and Stealth Gray is still out of stock. But if you want a black or brown one, you can get them in stock now. I ordered mine because I wanted the gray. I ordered it directly from Magpul, but it's the same sling. And what it is it's this attachment point, this QD post on a short lead, and then it comes to a swivel point where I have another QD that's plugged in. It creates a loop, and I can just wear this over my shoulder. I'll take the strap off. It's just a big loop. Now it is adjustable. It's highly adjustable. It has adjustment points here and here, and then a big slider that allows you to adjust the length very quickly and easily. It is very beefy. It's probably the thickest webbing I've ever seen on a camera strap. The hardware is very robust and oversized. In fact, if I have a complaint about this system, it's that it's a little too heavy duty for a mirrorless camera system. But I would rather it be more heavy duty than more light duty, I guess. So the sling goes right over your shoulder, just like all the other slings, and you have this attachment point. Now here's where it gets cool. Really Right Stuff has placed a hole in the bottom of their new L brackets that accepts this QD point and just pops in there just like that. So it has a push button. When I want it to come out, I push the button and it pops out. Pretty solid. So it's metal to metal. Nice, solid, very, very sure attachment. It clicks. You can wiggle it. It feels very, very tough. It swivels. And I've really tried to abuse this. I've yanked on it and pulled on it and tried to get it out, and it won't wiggle free. I did a Google search, and I tried to find if there were people that complained about this QD attachment system because it's been in use by the military for years. I figured if there was a problem with it, we'd be able to hear about it. And it turns out all the complaints I could find about the QD system usually came down to user error. And the problem that people had was when they pushed it in is they did not check to be sure it latched completely. And so if for some reason sand or mud or something got in there and it didn't latch completely, the button wouldn't pop out and it would just simply pop right back out of the hole. So if you attach this in and you hear the click and you give it a good couple of tugs, it's going to be there. It's going to be solid and dependable. And from everything I've read, and from my limited use of the strap, I don't see any reason to believe that it wouldn't be completely dependable. So now we have a single point of contact with the camera. It swivels so I can carry it down at my waist. I can have it screen towards my body to protect the LCD screen, or if I had a longer lens, I could pivot it and spin it so that the lens is back against my leg or my side, so it's not poking out and hitting people as I walk by. That's one of the cool things I like about a swivel like this, is it allows you to carry all different sizes of cameras and lenses and sort of adapt it to how you carry it to the use. I think this is a pretty cool system. Very robust, very tough, somewhat simple. I wish the strap was a little more simple. I don't know if I need all of these things to be adjustable. I would like an option, and I might actually just do this myself, where I stitch these two strap pieces here and then have just the sling adjustment. But for now, it's just fine, and it is kind of heavy, but like I said, it's better to have something heavy duty than to have it fall apart on you. So there are my two choices for straps right now: the Peak Design sling system and this brand new, hard to find, kind of have to dig for it on the Really Right Stuff, but the QD system. Now, if you are curious about which Really Right Stuff brackets take the QD system, go to their website and they'll show you. There's a little page where you can search for the QD adaptable lens plates. Now, they do have one that is what they call the BQDS, which is the bidirectional plate for quick detach strap swivel. And this is just a little square Arca Swiss plate, and it's got the QD attachment point in the bottom. So if you have a long lens and you want to carry it on a sling separate from your camera so that it's ready to go when you want to switch out to it, that's a good solution. You could put on this plate on the bottom of any camera that has a tripod socket and it would work. So there you have it. The Really Right Stuff QD, I guess, quick detach, I don't know what you call it, system with the Magpul strap, and also featured here the Peak Design sling and sling light. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.